Hello guys, how are you? In today's session, we are going to talk about data science, data mining, statistics, machine learning, supervised and non-supervised techniques. So these are the topics for our today's session. So without wasting any time, let's get into this. So in today's session, our first topic is data science. As you see by the left diagram, here you see some domains like data engineering, scientific method, math, statistics, advanced computing, visualization, hacker mindset, domain expertise. By combining all these fields and domains, we get our full package of data science. If a person or an employee get to know about all these domains, all these 8 domains, then we can say that that employee is perfect for doing the data science job. And thereby you can say that if you want to came in the field of data science, then you have to know about these domains. And for that, the first part which you have to do if you came in this data science domain, then there are 4 basic pillars for that data science, which is business domain, mathematics, computer science, and communication. These 4 pillars are essential for you if you are trying to become uh, a data scientist or trying to come in the data science domain. Then you have to essentially know about all these 4 pillars. And in data science job, your job is to, like, first when you get your data, you have to convert your data in such a way that anyone can visualize that data and grab insight from that. Like, you have to make graphs and charts from the data you have got from your company, and after making graphs and chart, you have to grab some insights from that. And after insights, in grabbing insights, you have to take decision. And when you take decision, you apply the machine learning and deep learning models on that decision. Like, if I am taking this decision, then after n number of years, where is my company position? So by using these machine learning and deep learning models, you get to know that by using this, by applying this decision on my company, where what is the position of my company in near future. So by using that, if the decision is good for your company, then you take that decision, and if the decision is not good for your company, then you bypass that decision. And after this, we came to our next topic, which is data mining. Data mining is a process used by a company to turn raw data into useful information. Like, when you came into a company and you have to do a job of data mining, then you have to grab the data, then you have to grab the useful information, useful data from the data warehouse of the company, where company store all of where company stores all of its data. And from that data you have to grab only those data which is useful for your company. So for grabbing the data, you have 5 steps which is involved in data mining. First step is identify the data. You have to identify what kind of data you want from the your company's data warehouse, your raw data, what kind of data you want from that. And after identifying the kind of data you want, then you prepare that data by getting that data from the raw data. You prepare your data and evaluate your data, like, is your data is correct or not, the data you get from the raw data is in correct order or not. Like, like, if you grab your data in CSV format and you have some columns and rows in that, so you see that there is a column which is name, and in the name column, the fields having the fields having the values in the number format. Like, in name column, first row has 1 2 3 4. In name column, second row has 2 3 4. So data is in not a correct format, because 1 2 3 4 isn't a name of any person. So you have to evaluate your data, that that data is correct or not. And after evaluating that, you have to present your data in a correct format, so that anyone can use your data in further processes. And after presenting that data, then you use that data for business goals. And that all the 5 steps which comes under the data mining process. And after this topic, we are going to next our topic, which is statistics. Statistics is a discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data. As you can see on left image, if you want to make graphs, charts, then you use statistics for making that line, graphs, bar chart, and pie chart. Because statistics is a basic block and everywhere, like if you want to came in any field, and I want to say that fields like data analytics, data science, business analyst, in if you want to came in this field, then statistics is the basic block for that. You have to know about these statistics because it is an essential domain for that. And on the right side image you all can see that statistics are used in various fields, like in our day-to-day life, like predictions, testing, forecasts, preparations, predicting political, insurance, consumer, finance, sports, in all these domains. And there are more domains where statistics is used, an essential and basic block for that. Then comes our machine learning part. In machine learning part, you have to make the models for your data where you get the you get some rules from the input and output data set. Like if you get some input data set and also get the output for that input data set, by using the machine learning models you get to know about the rules from that. Like first, like when you like see the left block diagram, when you get the input data, then you have to train the models. For train the models, see the right chart, you have to first problem the you have to first make the problem formulation, then you have to do feature extraction, then you have to do model selection, like what kind of model, what kind of algorithm you want to use in your machine learning. Then you have to do model implementation, you have to implement that model, then you have to evaluate that model. And after that, come on the left chart where you see the model evaluation. You have to evaluate your model, that is your model is accurate or not, is your model having the acceptable accuracy or not. Then after, when you get the acceptable accuracy from your model, and then you have to use that model for bringing the output from that model. So that's all comes under the machine learning part. And next we are going to our next topic is supervised techniques. In supervised techniques, it comes under the machine learning. Like uh, I want to say that AI is a big field, artificial intelligence, and in that artificial intelligence domain, machine learning is a subset of that artificial intelligence. And this supervised technique is comes under the machine learning. And along with supervised techniques, there are second topic which is also known as non-supervised techniques, which all is also comes under the machine learning domain. So if you are trying to make a chart in your brain, like there is a big domain, big circle of for the AI, and then there is a subset of of AI which is machine learning, that is the small circle. Inside that big circle you have the machine learning part, the which is the subset of AI. Then comes the supervised technique, which is also a smaller circle than the circle of machine learning, and it is also a subset of machine learning, or you can say it is a part of machine learning where you have to do supervised where you have to apply this supervised technique. And along with supervised techniques, there is so many parts. We will talk about that parts in later on. So now talk about this supervised techniques. In supervised techniques, you have your training data set, and you have to use that data set to get your arbitrator. Like you have to get your output from that training data set. And for that, you use some machine learning algorithm. So after using the training data set, you use that data set for the input in a learning system like some machine learning model. And that model is basically, you can say that, supervised techniques. And after using that model you get your output. So why this technique is called supervised learning? Because we have our input, what kind of input we are providing in our machine learning model, and also we have output. That means from that input what kind of output we want from that. So as we already know that for this input we want this output and for this input we want this output, then that's why this techniques is called supervised technique, where we already know the output and we provide that output along with input for the machine learning model to train. So this type of training is known as supervised learning. And after this topic we go to this non-supervised techniques, where we get our data set and our data set is in the raw format, which is not in the organized format. Then we have to do some operations and organize our data and keep the columns which we want, delete that data which we don't want, and after that we apply some algorithms, machine learning algorithms on that. And here only we have the input, we don't know what kind of output we want from that input data set. So we only give the input to our machine learning algorithm, and after that we do some processing and get the output. And output is in the clustered format. Like if we provide 10 points, 10, like assume a graph, 2D graph, and you have some 10 coordinates, and you provide that 10 coordinates to your machine learning model, and then your machine learning model gives the output. And output is in, like as you see on screen, there are three colors: orange, green and purple, and same in this order you get your output for that 10 coordinates. Like three coordinates are in orange format, and three coordinates are in green format, and four coordinates are in purple format. Like this our machine learning model gives the output and the clustered format. That machine learning model will make the clusters of your 10 coordinates into the three clusters, and that clusters is our output in non-supervised. So here is output is not defined, and you cannot predict the accuracy of your model because we don't know what is the correct output for this input. But we use this technique to make our data into a clustered format and segregate our data, segregate our raw data into a meaningful order. And further we can use this output, this clustered data set into the supervised learning. Like when we provide the input raw data set to our machine learning model, this non by using this non-supervised technique, we get our raw data into the clustered format. And after getting the clustered format, we provide that clustered data to the supervised technique, where we know that what is the input and what is the output for that data, and use the further processes on that to make machine learning models, to make the models which were used in real world. So that's all for today's session, and I hope you get to know about these topics: data science, data mining, statistics, machine learning, supervised and non-supervised techniques. Like if you want to came in data science or in the data minings, and if you want to know about statistics, then why you want to know about this statistics and this machine learning. So if you want to came in this domain, like what you have to do and what you have to perform, what are the basic blocks that you have to know. So I hope I clear all these doubts of you.